Chevrolet. We, over the past couple months, let's start from the beginning. When I started this channel in 2019, right when we were starting that, we had a GM strike. The GM strike kind of messed with our inventory, and just as we were starting to get our inventory built back up and things were starting to straighten around, COVID hit. And then our inventory again took kind of a hit, and we haven't been super bad with inventory, but inventory hasn't been something that I've been bragging about by any stretch of imagination. Anyways, what's going on is this week we've gotten a whole bunch of different cars and trim levels in that we haven't had in like a year. So what I'm going to try to do is hammer a whole bunch of vehicles out that all of a sudden have gotten here. And one of them, the main one, is right behind me, the Chevy Trailblazer. We did a Chevy Trailblazer video a while ago over the summer in 2020. I'm really excited because this trim level was one of the, I think it would be the better sellers of this vehicle. It's new to the 2020 year. This is the 2021 ACTIV trim level. So this vehicle behind me is the ACTIV trim level. They have 4 trim levels, technically 5. With the Trailblazer, there's the L, which is the base model, which mostly fleet commercial ones will carry. It's more of a price point setter. But so we have LS, LT, RS, and ACTIV. There's no Premier level with the Trailblazer. The ACTIV, we talked about the LT a little while ago, as I referenced before. It has a very nicely equipped, it's all-wheel drive. This vehicle behind me is the 1.3 turbo, 155 horsepower, and it's paired with a 9-speed transmission. If you go with the 1.2 turbo, you're going to get the CVT that's on the Spark and then the Malibu. But this one behind me is the 9-speed automatic transmission. Powered by an all-wheel drive system. This all-wheel drive system is a little bit different than a lot of the all-wheel drive systems, and really it's what sets this trim level, that's what sets this vehicle apart from so many other vehicles on the market. Alright, so let's talk about how this all-wheel drive system differs so much than all the other all-wheel drive mechanisms out on the market. The easiest way I can tell you to put this in layman's terms is all-wheel drive mechanisms are mostly reactive. They're front-wheel drive, and then they sense when the front wheel slips, engages the rear end, and away you go. The Trailblazers are a little bit different. This all-wheel drive system is more proactive for you. So up to speeds of 20 miles per hour, this vehicle is going to start in all-wheel drive. So you have the torque in the front and in the rear wheels. Helps you get so much better traction, and especially let's say if you're right out here in the dealership, we have a area where it gets plowed, and then you get all that 1-foot snowbank where you kind of have to get going. It's going to plow through that so much easier. And this is something that's exclusive with the ACTIV trim level, this all-wheel drive system. Since I'm down here, we might as well talk about the front of the vehicle. The Trailblazer, as we talked about before, still has that wide stance grill that you see in most of the Chevrolet vehicles nowadays. We have 3 LED lights, and much like the Chevy Blazer, it starts with the daytime running lamp up top, headlight in the middle, and then we do have an LED fog lamp down here on the bottom. Titanium glass trim is along the bottom and across the middle of the grille. This is something that is unique to the ACTIV trim level, along with this one here is mosaic black with the summit white top. You do have the ability for a two-tone color on the ACTIV trim level. You might be wondering what else is unique to the ACTIV trim level. And the easiest way I could tell someone how the ACTIV trim level works is it's kind of like a mid-grade or a Z71 light version, maybe a dyed Z71. So we're gonna have off-road tires, 17-inch aluminum wheels. This one has the high gloss black inserts in them, super sharp. Also, you have a little bit of a different suspension with it as well. So all these things kind of lend it to like a trail ready.
Good answer.
That's a bad example. Like a light off-road version of Chevy's SUV. You don't see that typically in a lot of SUVs, and especially in northern Michigan, it kind of actually works out pretty well. As we slide to the back, see what I did there, of the Trailblazer, on the ACTIV model, you'll see the badging. See a little bit how that two-tone summit white roof works. And as well, you can see the dual exhaust that's down there at the bottom. All part of that ACTIV trim level. Still see the titanium glass trim along the bottom. As we move inside the Trailblazer, you'll see that we almost have full leather seats. There are a couple denim-like appointments that are inset into the seat, but it is a very nice seat actually. Heated seats, remote start, and you can see around here, there's a bronze trim that's on the ACTIV that's super, super sharp, along with that jean type material that's inserted in there. So as we talked earlier about, in the previous video I went over more of the interior of this car, so I'll just blow through it really quick. Couple nice things. We did add a start-stop button to turn that off if you don't care for it. We also have an all-wheel drive button down here, so again you can turn the all-wheel drive on mechanism on and off. The safety package, it does have blind spot warning as for collision alert. This car does have lane keep and also lane departure warning. So if you happen to be going outside the lane, it'll let you know, and the lane keep kind of gently pulls you back into the lane that you're supposed to be at in case you're falling asleep. Yikes. Down here you'll see that we have USB-C, USB-A, and an aux cord, along with, as I talked about earlier, the heated seats. This vehicle does come equipped with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Both can access from your phone wirelessly. Super cool. Something that they've been slowly rolling out here. And last but not least, this vehicle does come with OnStar and the AT&T's 4G LTE Wi-Fi, which is super fast, unless you stay connected wherever you may be. Well, that's the Trailblazer Activ. A lot of differences between the normal Trailblazer LT that I did walk around earlier, but a lot of the same. So mostly the interior is the same. A lot of the differences between the Activ and the LT are on the exterior and mechanically. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming by. If you dug this video, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see with all the other stuff, we have a Trailblazer RS coming out. I have a Tahoe LT. So we have lots of more cars coming along with that Suburban video I just pushed out the week before. So if you're looking for vehicles in the Chevrolet lineup, I'm your man. I absolutely love the Trailblazer. I think it's like the perfect vehicle to socially distance with right now. It gets great gas mileage, almost 30 on the highway. It's made to go in the outdoors, so it's just, and for us here in northern Michigan, that's the best part about living here. So like I said, I appreciate you guys coming by. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.